Here with another video, another one. Staying consistent as humanly possible. And I was gonna wait till I got here to tell this story, because it's related. So I went to the gym earlier, and now I'm at the laundromat washing my clothes, and I'm waiting for my clothes. I just put them in the wash machine, and might as well make a video. So, this laundromat has a special place in my heart. Now, when I first moved to LA 4 years ago, May of 2019, I got a gym membership the second day I was here, like I told you, at the 24 hours, right around the corner. So, I didn't have a place, so I was in my car, so I would have my clothes in the back seat and in the trunk. I had, certain compartment, shirts, pants, shoes, so forth and so forth. So I had to find a laundromat. And this is the laundromat that I found that was right around the corner from the gym. So this is where I used to wash my clothes at when I first moved to LA. And this is where I still wash my clothes at, because the gym is right around the corner, but I live maybe 10 minutes. This laundromat, the gym is in Burbank, and I live in North Hollywood. So it's about 10 minutes away down the road. But it's just, I just wanted to tell that story about basically when I first got here 4 years ago. I came to LA with $1,200. I didn't know anything about LA's rent. I just knew I had to get here. So I stayed in an Airbnb the very first night I was here. And I stayed in the Airbnb like I thought it was a room by myself, but it wasn't. I had this roommate, or the guy who was sharing the room with me, and he was he was a wanderer. See, I didn't know anything about LA yet. So, he was like one of those kind of people. He was he was a wanderer. He slept where he could. He got paid when he could. He got Airbnbs and slept inside. I assume, when he could. He slept wherever he could, essentially. So that was not a good night's sleep. But, this is my experience. So, I had to come to Burbank when I first got here, because this is where the studios was at. That's where I signed up to be an extra when I first got here. And so therefore I stayed in this area, this Burbank, like the Valley is what people call it, the Valley. So, like I said, I would sleep in my car, in the parking lot, had my clothes in the back seat and the trunk, and I would come here and wash my clothes. The point that I'm trying to make is just an experience. Just like I told you, when I got here, I knew I was supposed to be here. So being in my car, and to tell you the honest to God truth, I've always been fascinated by stories about coming from nothing to something. I heard about those Hollywood stories about, people just drive here and sleep in their cars and, pull themselves up by their own bootstraps. And that's what I was essentially doing. I moved here in May. I got a job in the gym in June. I moved into my spot in September because I didn't have rent. All I had to do was pay my gym membership and gas. Yeah, and I lived off of Jack in the Box. Like, that's what I ate every day, was Jack in the Box from May until September. Because I didn't have a fridge, I didn't have a microwave, so I lived off of Jack in the Box. I came to this laundromat to wash my clothes, and I didn't feel any way about it. It was my experience. I knew that it was my experience. It's what I had to go through to accomplish what I had to do. And just another story, just something to put out there. Like I said, until I get to the point where I'm filming my shorts again, which I will. Right now, I'm in the midst of paying bills. Not making an excuse for not doing my short films, but that's coming along. It's like I have to have priorities first, and paying rent and paying car insurance and things like that are on the priority list, and then the creativeness comes. But until the meantime, I'm still can put out these videos for you to see and me to share my life, fitness, film, and life. Like the video previous, was my physique check and telling you about how I wanted to sculpt my physique and my purpose for my body. But just another story though. You know, yeah, in my car for 6 months. Had to do what I had to do. This laundromat, I still come here. And that's what it is. Nothing too much. Another story. Yeah, another story, and just some more of me. There's more to come, you know. I appreciate you watching. Till next time, alright? Stay the course.